Hello and welcome to my first playthrough of Avowed, Obsidian's latest RPG, and I'm going into this pretty blind. I know that takes place within the world of Pillars of Eternity, which I'm not super familiar with, but I do like RPGs, and this is a bit similar to kind of like Skyrim, but new world, so definitely interested to check it out. So let's go ahead and jump in.
Eora, a world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world, a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose. Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
Okay, got a little bit of a recap before going to the character customization, and okay, I'll do just the gameplay so you can see the character's face. A bit more important than seeing my face. Okay, looks like all the characters have some type of growth on their face. Some of them look like flowers, some look more like a bit more fungal. Let's see. Huh. This one actually seems kind of interesting, just like completely face covered. Oh yeah, this one seems a bit more extreme. I feel like people are gonna make like clickers from The Last of Us and just play through like that. But let's see, what preset do we want to start with? Because I kind of want to end up with this like tree bark face at the end. But for the actual like facial structure, I think we can start with something a bit more. Like I feel like making the face is gonna be what's more like complicated and where it can go wrong. So let's see. I think we'll start with this guy, and then we'll modify him a bit. So body type. Let's do like this guy, like slender. Oh, okay. It looks like humans and then elves, based on the ears at least. You hail from the Adrian Empire, one of the world's major colonial powers. Adir is a nation forged by centuries of war between neighboring human and elven kingdoms informed by their eventual alliance. Your emperor chose you to journey to the living lands to investigate the Dream Scourge. So yeah, let's go ahead and play as an elf. Skin tones, let's go ahead. We'll make him a bit pale. So somewhere over here. Temperature. Alright, I think that's good. Alright, we'll go with this. Godlike features. You are a godlike, a rare individual born, blessed, Born blessed or cursed with a connection to one of the gods, godlike manifest their divine heritage and unique physical features and innate abilities that reflect their patron deity. Different cultures may view them with suspicion, reverence, or curiosity. Strangely enough, many of the godlike have disappeared from the world in recent years, but you have not. Stranger still, you have never learned which god touched your soul. Oh, huh, you can actually toggle if you want the godlike facial feature or not. I definitely do. Like, anytime I can play a game where it's, like, a bit of a unique looking character, I definitely want that. And so, yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, like I said, I think this one is pretty interesting. We'll go with that. And then hair features are separate. And so we can add on, like, a hair piece. Yeah, I feel like the godlike hair feature with a full head of hair doesn't look quite as convincing. You know, like, the hair clipping through it at the top. I feel like the tree roots with this face could be pretty cool, but I feel like I need to change the hair. So we'll stick with it for now and see if we can make it work. Oh, okay. I didn't realize the forehead was like that. I mean, I kind of feel like unless you go bald, I don't think the godlike hair feature is gonna look too great with it. Huh. I feel like maybe this one could work. Is that... I see a little bit of hair poking through, but I feel like also... The game's like first person, so it's only gonna be like conversations that I'm gonna see myself anyway. Let's see. Do I want to go completely bald, or do I want to get some hair in the back? Because this just feels wrong. It just feels like you're seeing behind the scenes that you're not supposed to. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like that's not really looking good. I think this is fine. But in the front, I don't know, I feel like if I could get hair on the forehead, but then the tree roots, like, growing above that, I feel like that'd be, like, the perfect balance. But looks like it's kind of... Huh. If you get enough hair, maybe... Let's see. I mean, honestly, I think maybe just lose the godlike hair. Just toggle that. And I think we'll be able to make something that looks a bit cooler without having to compromise as much. Let's see. Like, I mainly want it to look good from the front, since that's what we're mostly going to be seeing during conversations. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Oh, facial hair. Let's see. And I feel like being clean-shaven with this on your face is just going to be a lot of upkeep. Although I feel like for the overall look, it does look pretty good. Like, normally I would go with the beard, but I think for this character, let's go ahead and we'll do clean-shaven. Oh, I think I forgot to choose the hair color for this guy. Which, I mean, I think black is pretty good. Yeah, I think black for the roots and the highlights. Alright. Face. Yeah, Isai is really going to spend a lot of time on that. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we can kind of, like, skip all this face shape. let's go ahead and put some focus on it. Oh, huh, you can actually modify, like, the mask. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, I think jaw is definitely going to be, like, the main area to focus on. Oh, yeah. I remember when I played Mass Effect 1 for the first time, I was, like, adjusting a slider like this. I was doing the eye depth, and I was looking at, like, head-on, and I couldn't tell what was being changed. I was like, oh, no, it all looks the same. And so I just saved it, and then the first cutscene, his eyes are, like, bulging out of his head. And I was like, alright. It's gonna be pretty rough for the entire rest of the playthrough. Alright, back to the side. Let's get the depth checked in. Okay. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. Mouth. Let's see. Okay, we can actually see the ears still, so let's go ahead and spend some time on that. Yeah, the complexion, I think we're good with just the standard smooth face. Lips. Oh, okay, so like lipstick. Yeah, we'll pass on that. Facial scars, I don't know how visible they're going to actually be. I usually do like the scar across the eye, but on this one it's just like you can't even see it. Oh, I can do it across the mouth. That might be interesting. Okay, I think that I'm not quite done with the customization of the scar, but I think doing the scar in the mouth I think does look pretty cool. We'll do like that, make it a little more faded. Eyeliner, I think, well, some of them actually do go pretty high. But now we're good. Skip the eyeliner. Makeup. Let's see. They have some interesting options, but not as interesting as, like, this full bark face that you can have. Okay, I didn't know there were, like, 3 makeup colors applied to it. Oh, I see. Looks like there's white, gray, and then black. Yeah, I mean, with this face piece, I think just, like, the smooth, clean face is pretty good. Alright, so we got backgrounds, and I think now I can actually fit myself on the screen. Alright, yeah, not blocking too much now. Arcane Scholar. Your background provides unique dialogue options and determines your starting weapon. All equipment and abilities are available to you regardless of your background. So my character, I always like to play rogues. I want to play like an evil character, so let's go ahead and see what kind of like fits into that. After graduating with honors from Bragenhiel Academy, you published a treatise on soul lineages that threatened the legitimacy and drew the ire of a local lord. When he had you arrested, the Emperor intervened and recruited you into the archives in the Imperial Court. Your mind is a bottomless well of occult knowledge, legal precedent, historical observation, and poetry. You've forgotten more than most people ever learn. So really smart, kind of too focused on magic, though, that don't really want to go into that. Court Agur. When your village's crops failed, your strange insights and unsettling manner earned your neighbor's suspicion. You foresaw the torches and pitchforks and fled to High Crown, where the Emperor recognized your talents and elevated you from back alley fortune teller to his personal mystic. You have learned how to wield power from the shadows. All it takes is a dash of influence and a pinch of deception. This does sound pretty good for the type of character I'd want to play. Noble Scion? Probably not going to go with it, but let's see what it's got. You were born to a noble house of great influence, middling wealth, and questionable morals. When scandals and succession disputes saw your family cast down, you threw yourself on the Emperor's mercy and he shielded you. Canny yet refined, you have become a formidable force at court and an invaluable ally to the Emperor. Vanguard Scout. Born to humble beginnings and driven to desperation by famine, your life was destined to end on the executioner's block until the Emperor spared you. You're more at ease in the wilderness than in court, but your cleverness and observant nature have made you one of the Emperor's most trusted operatives. Whether tracking prey or spying on enemies, your skills are put to work both inside and outside of the throne room. This one does sound pretty cool. I think it's maybe a contender. Let's check out War Hero. You distinguished yourself on the field of battle fighting a violent Gay Knight uprising, and the Emperor honored you with a place among the elite Tallgrass Spearmen. Some of your scars are less obvious than others, but you wear them all with pride. The Emperor values your loyalty, your grit, and your martial prowess. So it's kind of tough, because I like the Vanguard Scout, I like the sneakiness, like the kind of like tracking that you can do. But I also kind of like the Court Augur, however you pronounce that. That's kind of like more roguelike. So this is like you're seeing to the future, and then power from the shadows. I feel like I think that might bring it above the Scout, the Vanguard Scout. Let's see. So this is, you grew up poor, clever and observant nature. So an operative, tracking prey, spying on enemies. Man, I feel like the Vanguard Scout, it does fit into the background of my character that I want, but I feel like just being able to see into the future is too cool of a concept that I think, although the Vanguard Scout is like more what I want my character background to be, I think just the uniqueness of seeing into the future is gonna make me go with this one. Let's toggle armor. Okay. I didn't know if there's different armor sets to toggle through, but just on and off, we'll go with on. Okay, attributes. Let's see. We got might, that's... I'm not gonna read the entire summary for all of these. I'll read the 2 bullet points in the final sentence. But we got might, that's good for dealing more damage. Constitution, improves survivability for players who like to be in the fray. Dexterity, okay. So I already get some points based on my background. Good for builds where mobility and the flexible use of your arsenal is key. Perception are ideal for rangers and casters who favor ranged weapons. Intellect, great for wizards who focus on spellcasting. And resolve, good for warriors who need to swing heavy weapons and survive big hits. So let's with the effects. Damage and carry capacity, max health and poison and bleed resistance, attack speed and action speed, crit hit chance and maximum range, maximum essence and elemental resistance, max stamina and second wind efficiency. Okay, so I actually don't have any points available, so I can't... There's no decision to make, basically. Oh, wait, I can actually take some points away. Oh, okay, then. I guess that's just like a recommendation for the character's background. So I feel like dexterity, attack speed is definitely something that I want to have pretty high up. Perception for a critical hit chance, and range. I feel like I kind of want to try like a stealth dagger playstyle, but I know from my experience with Skyrim, I'm probably just going to end up doing stealth archer again. But we'll go ahead. Like, crit chance is going to help either way. Increased maximum range will also be good if we go into, like, using a bow. Resolve, I'm not too worried about. Intellect, not too worried about. Max health, I think it'll be fine. Increasing damage, I feel like that's good. Increases your damage from all sources. Also increases carry capacity, which is the amount of weapons and armor you can carry before becoming encumbered. I think we'll do a little bit in this, just so it's not... We're not having to, like, sell stuff all the time. And we get to do a little more damage. Health, like I said, really not too worried about. I think intellect is maybe lower priority than constitution. Let's do 1 point resolve, 1 point constitution. And then, yeah... 3 is the max you can do, so maxing out dexterity and perception from the beginning. Pretty good might. A little bit of constitution, a little bit of resolve. I feel like that's pretty solid. So let's go ahead to the next state. Game difficulty, yeah, I'll do normal, just the way that's supposed to be played. And then voice.
Silmes mitum. Silmes mitum. Worthen roth. Silmes mitum. Lavarubion sick.
Alright, so like the male voices are 3 and 4. 4 sounds like a little bit too mystic. I want more of like a standard like warrior type of voice. And then playing as a guy, we'll go with he. And then display identifier in player character sheet. I don't know what that really means. Identifier in player character sheet. I'm not seeing anything get changed. Alright, we'll just turn that off for now. And then yes, I do want the face piece. And then no hair piece. Name. We'll do Leviatras, as usual. Alright. Alright. Seems pretty solid. I feel like it's pretty good character customization, or like, my character turned out pretty well for not having spent a lot of time on it. But let's go ahead and see what the cutscene has for us. Oh, it's the spores from Alien Covenant.
What do you know of the living lands? The rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true. And yet they are. Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders. And the most dreadful abominations.
It's gonna be tweaking out.
Dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay. A corruption growing beyond everything it touches.
I mean, the graphics are pretty good, because it does look pretty gross.
Reach towards us, to lash out at the Empire itself. I command you, go to the living lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them. You are my envoy. Remember your vow. The hopes of an empire rest upon you.
Oh, I thought that was like a castle in the distance. Should I read out this Wodaka? Okay. I felt like it's gonna get done loading halfway through reading it, so I was like, I'll just hold off. And I was like, maybe I would have time to read it. But Nova's just trying to juke me out. Okay, first time moving. So, real fast, let me go ahead and change the settings. I put the game, like the graphics, to like performance priority, which is typically how I want it to go. But I feel like it's it's a little too, like, fuzzy on all the edges. Let's go ahead. We'll see if this looks better.
You're alive.
Okay, I feel like
Thank
this
the
looks
gods I
decent.
pulled you out the wreck when I did.
I think I'll try,
about to
like,
let the
another
Emperor's
step
envoy die on
towards
my watch.
quality, but for this, I feel like it's not bad. Alright, I wasn't about to let the Emperor's envoy die on my watch, so I can say it'll take more than the shipwreck to kill me. If we make it out of this alive, the Emperor will suddenly have questions. I'm impressed to drag me out of that wreck, or I'm confused what happened. I feel like I do want to focus more on dexterity, but I feel like the type or the tone of the responses. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like the perception response is just more
At least
interesting.
the journey's not completely lost. I heard the cannons. I couldn't... We...
And I also was expecting that most of the time it'd be showing my face during the conversation, not the back of the head. So definitely glad I did go with the bald one. That just looks like uncanny, seeing the like flat, smooth surface of the back of the head. Let's see. Let's say... Let's first start with like the status, the
we
condition of the
dashed on
ship.
rocks. The waves took care of the rest. You'd be in the drink now if I hadn't gone back for you.
Okay, not high enough constitution. But I can thank him for saving me. That would explain why I don't remember any of it. Then contemplate near death another time. I'll go with this one.
Fort Northreach, island off the Living Lands. I've been here before. It's an Adiran outpost. But
Okay, my perception's high enough. Our soldiers can't help us. I thought we were bound for the Living Lands itself. If our luck, you'll be deserted. Excuse the perception one.
I saw Flash's envoy. It weren't the storm that wrecked our ship. It was cannon fire. And it could only have come from that fort up the hill. It makes no sense. No one fires on their own countrymen. Unless...
Okay, so actually it does show our face sometimes. Unless the soldiers were not of their own minds. Do you think someone betrayed us? We don't have time to speculate. Let's go ahead and make use of our character background and go with this one.
That's what I'm afraid of too. In the meantime, you survived. That means we're not scuppered yet. As long as you're here, the Emperor's mission can still go ahead.
Let's see. Yeah, I kind of want to know more about the danger that we're in the moment, rather than just like, well, that was a little bit of an interesting hurdle. Let's move on like nothing happened.
We may not be through with them. Adir's got an embassy in the port of Paradis. Once we make it there, we can regroup, figure out what to do next. I hate to say it, but the fort's probably our only chance of escape. We need supplies, and if our troops have been captured, they'll need our help.
Let's see. So I want to play the character. I don't know how evil it will actually let me be, but I want to be like a little mean, a little more, a bit selfish, or just like focused on like maximizing everything, all the benefits I can get. Let's go ahead, be a little selfish and say we need to move fast, don't slow me down.
I won't. I'm trained to survive a wreck. I can do this. Those boards
I don't really know what that
A
means.
good
How do
hit,
you
we could be
train
on our way.
to survive a wreck?
Take that mace.
I'm guessing it's
No
like
good
survival
from
training,
Barker.
but it just sounds like he's trained to like ragdoll and anytime the
So
water
I
gets rough.
survived, for all the good it does.
Alright. Quite a few bodies around, but it looks like we can't really loot any of them yet. Alright, I got some coins. Got some raw fish. Oh, 2 raw fish. Alright, let's see what's going on with this guy. Okay, first thing we can loot. Oh, okay, another potion.
Ah, well, I suppose they were using that.
Makeshift grave. The words etched into the wood read, "Here lies Emmeline, man-at-arms, the bravest of us." Hopefully it's not man-at-arms like the He-Man character. Here lies Brit, faithful quartermaster, served Nemnock to the end. Wait, did he dig all of these already? And bury 2 people and already on the 3rd? I mean, I don't know much about him, but he seems pretty proactive at least. Oh, I did not notice the tips in the top right. Left click with the weapon equipped to attack and break a breakable object. Breakable objects are represented with the sword icon. Alright, so I can't... Well... Oh, is that my stamina? Okay, yeah. I was like, I thought that was the health bar for that piece of wood. Let's go ahead and equip something. You have 2 weapon loadouts that can be swapped by pressing left alt. Press left or right click to equip a selected weapon in the main hand or offhand of your active loadout. Armor and clothing can be equipped by left clicking and hidden or transmogrified by pressing right click. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool that you can like transmogrify all of your armor from the very beginning. All armor grants damage reduction, which negates a percentage of incoming damage, an additional reduction, which subtracts a raw number from incoming damage. Each piece of clothing provides a distinct item bonus. All accessories are unique, providing powerful benefits. You can equip up to 1 trinket or amulet and up to 2 rings at any given time. Alright, we'll go ahead and equip a mace in our main hand. And then armor. Okay, let's keep our clothes on. So it looks like these are already equipped. We don't have any armor or any like jewelry or accessories, they call it. Quest item, the Emperor's Orders. Envoy. Our ambassador in the living land sent warning of unrest and brewing conflict in the port city of Paradis. Most worrisome of all are rumors of the Dream Scourge, a plague that corrupts its victims in body and soul. The court of Aedir is much disturbed by these unwelcome developments, any of which could threaten the stability of our interests on the frontier. Therefore, you, Leviatharos, are named a loyal servant of the Aediran Empire who travels with the authority of the throne. We grant you with the privilege and immunity to dispense our laws as you see fit and to remove all obstacles by any means. Find the root of this plague and burn it out. Your Emperor. The quest tab of the general displays every quest you have acquired, grouped by region. Many main story quests will always be at the top, followed by side quests, companion quests, bounties, and treasure maps. This icon, a skull, next to a quest indicates that will be of higher challenge based on your currently equipped gear. Press F to toggle completed quests. Alright, on Strange Shores. You find yourself shipwrecked on an island off the coast of the Living Lands. Investigate your surroundings and find a way to reach the port of Dawnshore. Reach the outpost. Garrick believes the soldiers at the nearby Adrian outpost can help. Make your way off the beach and inquire there. So here you found a weapon and talk to the survivor. The Documents tab of the journal allows you to refer to significant writings you find on your journey. Documents are sorted by region of origin. Alright, now let's go ahead and bust through this wall.
I don't understand.
Alright,
Why
wasn't
would
so
they
difficult.
fire on us, their own people? No use wondering. We've got to make sure our troops are safe.
Oh wait, okay, so when I crouch it kind of has like a dark shading at the top and bottom, so I'm guessing that's in stealth mode. Alright, found some Kraken horn. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, so if you're standing still or moving forward and you hit spacebar, you jump. If you're moving to the side or backwards, then it does this like dash. Okay. Okay, I'm glad I didn't fall off the water, down the waterfall at least. Can I like hunt animals? Oh. I feel very bad now. I mean, hopefully I took it out when I got hit by the mace and didn't just, like, flop into the waters. Oh, compass. The compass in the upper left corner of the screen will display quest objectives, markers, nearby enemies, consumables, and other helpful info. Okay. There's not, like, a map of the terrain or, like, the pathways, but that would take a bit more work to implement.
Zara should be here. Haven't the troops been doing patrols?
Oh wait, maces swing slowly but deliver high damage and stun. However, oh, okay. Now my health's low. Health is low, drink a health potion via the action radial or from quick slots if a health potion is assigned to one. Oh, man. Alright, when I do it to one of these guys, I don't feel as bad as I do it to when it's like a very small ferret-looking thing. Alright, got some more food that we can eat. Huh. Yeah, the combat feels pretty decent. Like,
Come on. The fort's
it
up
still
ahead.
feels like a little, like, floaty, like when the hit lands, but I feel like it feels... Like, you can tell that it connects more than, like, when you play Skyrim or something like that. Alright, so I accidentally activated this tripwire, sent these darts in. Is this another one? Okay, so that was like a free... Oh, wait.
How many of these damn
Alright.
things
I
are
thought
there?
this guy was gonna trip that tripwire and get us killed just to avenge his friend that I, like... I swung into the river, like, 2 minutes ago. Let's see what's up with this tree.
Those should rally us.
Alright. I'll take some spring berries. Go ahead and climb up here. Alright. Let's go ahead and jump down.
Gods.
Chirurgeon's Notes. Got a dag 3. Okay. I feel like this game's gonna have a lot of words that are gonna be very complicated to pronounce. I'm gonna do my best, but no promises. I know I'm gonna get some stuff wrong. On that note, got a dag 3. Lowell visited for the third time this week. Comes nearly every day now. Says insects keep crawling on him. Asks for an unguent that will repel them. Have inspected him every time and found no evidence of bites. Abrasions from scratching getting worse. You kidding me? Konzdag 4. Sibyllin brought in by the Emmerich and Gladden Fowl. Found her unconscious near empty bottle of sleeping draught. Administered a medic. Once she felt well enough to talk, complained of hallucinations every time she closed her eyes. Meckwin's Dag 5. Riordan showed signs of malnourishment, refuses food, claims Emmerich is trying to poison him. Must discuss this with Captain. Why these behavioral changes? Is it the Adra? Starting to think I should sleep with my lancet at night.
It's a bloodbath. They've torn the
Yeah, I
place
feel like they're
apart from
really
inside.
just trying to see how much gibberish words they can fit in and
Envoy, I don't like this.
still make the game somewhat possible to follow along with. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if I played Paths like Pillars of Eternity, I'd be like, oh, this is so makes sense. Oh, it's Claudenstog 3, of course. Who could forget that date? Alright. Either that's one tough box or it's not supposed to be destructible.
I remember some of the
Oh.
soldiers praying around that Adra
This looks
pillar.
familiar from Pillars of
Hope it helped
Eternity.
their souls find the beyond.
I don't know what it means, but I... Oh! Alright, I said the name.
Is it you?
Pillars of Eternity. Adra is a green crystal found throughout the known world, emerging from the crust of Eora in the shape of iconic pillars. We cherish Adra, build our temples around it, study its potential as an energy source. But Adra is so much more. When we die, Adra is the road on which our souls travel into the beyond, and when our souls are ready to return, Adra shines a lantern guiding us from death into life. When you find yourself in the presence of Adra, take a moment to ponder your place in the Great Wheel. Consider who you were, who you are, and who you can be. Right? Let's add that to our journal. But yeah, I feel like all the people that played Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2 are like, feel so justified right now, because I feel like this would be making a lot more sense. Steadman's Log, 1st entry, 8 mid-spring. See, 8 mid-spring? Makes sense. I can follow that. Klogstigdal? Not so much. It's over for Farron. They caught him. Tried to stow away in Dawnshore. Poor B. They all know the punishment for desertion is death. Not sure how Vintebrand heard about it. From the sound of things, she's ready to come over here and hang me by my thumbs. Siblin is in tatters. I'd long suspected the two were soft on each other. Elfheart heard her muttering, the bond is shorn last night. Should keep an eye on her. Gods, to think I asked her for this post. I could have been hunting on the estate in Ire Glenfath. More fool me for trying to make something of myself. Again, I feel like all the names are just gibberish. 12 mid-spring. Frigate arrived from High Crown. Enough gunpowder barrels and siege equipment aboard to arm an entire regiment. I assumed we'd take stock and send it on to Paradis, but the manifest says we're to keep it here until told otherwise. Sense it in the air at mess. Everyone eating slowly and avoiding the subject. No one wants to be responsible for it. What does command think we need to defend ourselves against? We're an outpost. We deal with pirates. We don't need ballistas for that. I hope until told otherwise comes sooner rather than later. I don't like sitting on gunpowder. Someone's liable to lose a foot. Alright. Not seeing anything else to interact with. We'll go ahead and continue on the way that we're supposed to go. Fort North Reach storage key. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, I thought it was like trying to get me to take the shield, not the key. Shields have very high block efficiency, meaning they can block with very low stamina costs. They can only be equipped in your offhand. Let's go ahead and equip it. So inventory, this, there you go. Alright. Get some more defense at least. Mad soldiers rambling. Another dream last night. Mushrooms growing in my breastplate. Tear them out! Tear them out! Whoever finds this, the root grows from the head.
Roots?
Oh, huh.
What's she talking about roots?
Yeah. She's got some type of fungus on her face. Got some more mushrooms here. I feel like... I'm glad I went with, like, the bark face, not the mushroom one, because otherwise people are just gonna think I'm already infected. Which is not to say they're just gonna see me with, like, a tree
God.
growing on my face, and they go, oh, this guy's good. He's not a mushroom head, at least. But, you know, a little bit of slightly more deniability, at least. Briefly hold and release left click to perform a power attack. Power attacks deal higher damage and break enemy blocks, but consume more stamina. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing the stamina now. Let me rest up real fast. Oh, dang it. I thought he was looking at the other guy. I didn't know he was gonna, like, dash towards me. There we go. Now I get the cabbage. Wait, where'd the other guy go? Let me dash. Okay, there we go. Just wanted to keep both of them in my line of sight. Oh, what hit me? Oh, dang it, there's more of them. So yeah, the game... Oh, dang. So the game, like, when you're blocking, it, like, locks onto a character, to, like, that enemy. Is this like Skyrim? It is, like... The comparisons are unavoidable. It is very similar gameplay cycle, or style to Skyrim. I feel like the combat, it's easier to tell when you're, like, actually connecting a hit. But I'm still kind of coming to terms with, like, if the combat feels better overall than Skyrim does. Which, Skyrim came out, like, quite a long time ago, so I feel like it should have plenty of time to kind of, like, top that. But we'll see. Second Wind activates when you become incapacitated and restores a portion of your health. If you become incapacitated while Second Wind is on cooldown, you will die. Decrease Second Wind's cooldown and increase the amount of health restored by spending attribute points on Resolve. Okay. Wait, how do I... Okay. Let me see... Oh, dang it. Ah, dang. Can I use healing items when I pause the game? Health potion. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was going to bring me back to real time. Oh, okay. There we go. That was a very last-minute dodge, but I think it counted. I learned when he holds the shield up, that means he's about to dash at me. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Alright. Oh, man. Okay, that was very close. Let's get some stamina. There we go. Alright, took a while. Oh, okay. Hopefully Garrick's doing alright. Is he... Oh, okay. I thought that was Garrick's health bar. I was like, oh, he's like practically dead. I should probably get over there. But... I kind of have a feeling, I don't know if he can die. At least not yet, anyway. Sounds like he'll keep fighting until I die, at least. Let's get some more spring berries. Nice little treat for this battle.
Surely there's a way to clear those brambles.
Alright, another health potion. Didn't help this guy out, but... Certain barriers can be burned with fire damage. Some spells, abilities, unique weapons, and naturally occurring Magram's Fury produce fire damage. I don't know if I have any of those. Can I use this? Let's see. I mean, I'm sure there's something nearby that will let me use it. It's not just gonna be like, oh, you gotta get past this tree. Oh, you don't have that. You didn't choose a starting class that has the fire ability. Good game, I guess.
Oh gods! What's the matter with your face?
Nice to meet you too.
Stay back. I'm not catching whatever's on your head.
Easy. He's a godlike.
You mean a god gave you that face? Touched your soul and everything.
That's right.
I felt like it didn't
Never
look
seen
that
one of your
bad.
kind before. I always heard folks say
My
you were
self-esteem
blessed,
was doing
which were
alright
like a
until I
curse
met
to
her.
me.
Okay, I can threaten her. I've encountered more curses than you ever will. This isn't one. Calm down. Shrug. About me. Alright, let's go ahead and use our background. Say, I've encountered more curses than you ever will. This isn't one.
That's the Imperial envoy you're talking to. Show some respect.
The Imperial. Shite.
I'm kind
I
of
should've
surprised
known
how
you were
quickly
Titans
Derek
too.
is, like, defending
Funny
us.
you survived while all your
I mean, he's on the
friends
ship
were
with
belly
us,
up.
so I guess he's pretty dedicated to the cause at least, but... Let's see... Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a little confrontational, cross our arms and say, do we have a problem?
Adir's had their boot on Paradise since their first soldiers came.
'Cause the place is pure chaos.
Did you not think we liked it that way? I have to smuggle just to get anything past your damn checkpoints.
Let's see... Let's try to kind of justify ourselves or not take too much of the blame. Let's say I had nothing to do with that. Can't you give me the benefit of the doubt?
I'm trying. Your friend's the one picking a fight with me.
Paradisans will knife you in the back over a dirty look.
At least we don't go mad and slaughter each other.
Huh. Alright, probably gonna go with the perception one, but let's see what else you got. Alright, we'll say, could the soldiers have had the soul plague the Emperor sent me to investigate?
The day I came, I noticed the guards talking gibberish. Then the killing started. They went wild. Stabbed their mates in their sleep.
Okay. Don't have enough intellect. Yeah, let's just follow along and say, right, then what?
When the storm came, they fired the cannons. Their faces changed. That soldier in here tried to strangle me. I had to defend myself.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, the camera preview, it is blocking some of the dialogue. Let me... Huh. Alright, let's do it like this. Let me just make sure... Okay, cool. Let's go back to both. I want to move my... Oh, dang it, I didn't think about that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move myself to the left side. And then let's go ahead and crop it a little bit on the right side. Alright, there we go. I think this way, like, when it gets into combat, I'll be blocking something, some part of the HUD. But at least for now, you can, like, actually see the dialogue options. I'm not blocking it. I might block the subtitles a little bit, but I think that'll be okay. Alright, let's see the dialogue options. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely, like, the most interesting thing so far is this, like, the curse, this, like, thing that's spreading. So let's go and say, hang on, you said their faces changed, but that man's face looks normal.
He still did it.
I've got a bad feeling about this. It doesn't make sense. What if she murdered
I
that
mean,
soldier
this is
and
only
she's
like the
just trying
first
to cover
15
it
minutes
up?
of the game. I'd be surprised if everything did make sense already. Yeah, let's go with the background option again. It sounds a bit nefarious, but I feel like that's the kind of character I want to play. We can make her speak truth. There are methods.
Wait. Look. We don't have to like each other, but we can all get out alive. I left my boat at the edge of the island. It should still be there.
Alright, we'll go ahead, raise an eyebrow, keep talking.
I don't see how the soldiers could have found it yet. You let me out, and all three of us can go to Paradise.
Envoy, I've tangled with Paradisian smugglers before. She'd say just about anything to get out of that cell. Her story's full of holes. What if the boat's not there? What if she turns on us?
For fuck's sake, be reasonable. Don't listen to him.
Oh, wait. I kind of zoned out a little bit. This is saying, let's find that key, Garrick. Is that the key that I found earlier? I'm not sure, but... Let's say... Okay, we'll be a bit dismissive and say, I don't know if you're guilty or innocent, and I didn't care. Oh, and I don't care.
Gods. That's the sanest thing I've heard all day.
I mean, both of these are the same outcome, but one of them sounds a little bit cooler. Let's say... Yeah, we'll just be, like, nonchalant about it. Let's go find that key, Garrick.
It's in the warden's room. They blocked it off when things went
Oh, it's the
south.
key
You
to
can
let
find a way
her
in there.
out.
You seem smart.
If we
Okay.
live to regret this.
Can I just not get the key to get her out? Okay, cool. It says optional. So let's see if we can find the key, find a way to burn the brambles on our own. Can we open this? Okay, so I need the jail key. Let's see if it's somewhere around here. Nailed it. I don't know if the rotten food was even worth picking up, but I mean, we can, so why not? Oh, nice. Bow and arrow. Gonna equip that. Oh, and then left alt to swap the different equipment. Can I do that in the middle of gameplay? Oh, okay, cool. That's pretty useful then. What's this?
There's an idea. We could shoot the Fury down. How's your aim?
Is there anything else I want to check? Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and bust through here, see what happens. Interrogation log. Day 1. Prisoner apprehended at loading dock outside Fort Northreach. Detained immediately under suspicion of extra-legal activity. Moved to holding cell within the fort for further questioning. Demeanor sullen and defiant. Refused to verbally engage with guards. Day 2. Prisoner offered standard rations of water. Told guard to perform obscene activity with the food. Second guard performed routine patrol 2 hours later and observed that rations had nonetheless been eaten. When it said second guard performed, I thought it was going to say the obscene activity described. Day 3. Prisoner questioned about purpose of her visit to Fort Northreach. Admitted she came to move some goods. Refused to specify what kind. Denied any connection to Paradisian rebels, but expressed clear contempt for Adir and sympathy for the rebel cause. When pressed, told interrogator to go away and eat S. Disciplined accordingly. Returned to holding cell. I like how the guy's logging everything, but it's just like, yeah, they kind of like mocked us and we couldn't do anything about it. Huh. Okay. Upgrade material, another upgrade material, and then some light armor. I thought it was like a portal, like some kind of like magic thing inside, but I guess this is what it looks like when there's unknown contents inside. Let's see if we got better armor than what we currently have. Is there like a way to compare without having to toggle back and forth? Looks like there's not. Oh, I see. This is +3, so that's the difference. Additional damage reduction. Okay, yeah, so everything else is the same. Yeah, this has better stats, but I like the purple like robe kind of look a lot better than this. Than this at least. So we'll equip the robe for the stats and then wear the Adrian armor for the transmog. There we go. I would still like to get in here. Oh, okay, cool. I kind of forgot. I didn't notice when we picked up the key. Got some deerskin gloves. Alright, I thought there was gonna be... I'm guessing we have to use the bow and arrow to, like, burn the brambles. But I was thinking that we're gonna get, like, find a spell book and be able to cast a spell to burn it down. Let's go ahead and equip the gloves. Okay, so these do nothing. This gives me a 1% crit chance, so I'll take that. And I do kind of like the look of it better, so we'll go ahead and do that. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I see. I'm supposed to shoot this.
Nice work.
How foolish of me. I thought I was supposed to use the arrow with the brazier. Obviously, I'm supposed to shoot down this little magic thing hanging down. Oh, he has a melee weapon. Or ranged weapon. Alright, there we go.
Adherent soldiers don't massacre each other. They just don't. Something caused this. To think they turned on each other like dogs.
Alright, well, a little too fast right there. Oh, okay. The common sword. Okay, I feel like this guy looks a little too similar to Garrett for comfort. I feel like we should get it in the way before he becomes, like, really losing his grip on reality. Okay, common sword. Less damage, less stun. Less stamina cost, but less crit hit chance. So yeah, I think we'll stick with the mace.
Easy now. Think, aim, and be careful. Stay in the tall grass. They've not spotted us yet. I knew this was a bad
Oh, dang. Ah, man. Finally. Yeah. Looks like we're spotted. Let's go ahead and switch to the mace. Oh, I think I was supposed to, like, stealth through the entire area, not, like, stealth and then take out enemies. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. I didn't slay that guy. Alright. They're not so tough. I don't know what's going on with this stuff over here. I guess we'll check after finish this battle. Oh, dang it! He's actually following me. Leading the target. Oh, I didn't know I could, like, aim down the sights a little bit. Ah, man. Alright. Let's go ahead and close in on him. That wind up on the weapon, though, is so weird. I've never seen anyone, like, wind up an attack going like that. Like they're holding a lasso or something. I got some boots. Alright, let's apply our first attribute, see what we got. Huh. Okay, so we select abilities as we level up. So we got charge, dash forward and smash into anything in your way, interrupting enemies and dealing explosive damage to break enemy blocks. Destroy walls and shatter frozen enemies for bonus damage. Tanglefoot. Summon lingering, entangling vines that root nearby enemies in place for 8 seconds. Then we have Minor Missiles. Summons 3 magical projectiles that seek out enemies, dealing large amounts of damage to nearby enemies on impact. Okay, I could tell what kind of like class they kind of fit into, but they're actually named Fighter, Ranger, and Wizard. I definitely want to go like the Ranger path, and I don't know if like the first ability you choose kind of like sets you on that path to go down, but yeah, let's go with the Ranger ability. Yes, I do want to unlock it. When you level up, you'll be awarded ability points that can be spent to purchase or upgrade abilities. Cast abilities via the Ashen Radial E, or from quick slots, 1 to 6. Abilities require essence to cast. Your essence meter is the purple bar below your health bar. Replenish essence by drinking essence potions or collecting purple essence fragments dropped by defeated enemies. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a shot, and then we'll call it for this stream, and I'll sum up my first impressions so far at that point. Let's go ahead and find some enemies to use entangling roots on. I don't know if there's anything up there other than a vantage point. Huh. What's this? Oh. I see. Okay, this is actually kind of cool, like, environmental storytelling. So this wizard got killed by a spear from this guy, but with, like, as he died, did this, like, ice attack on him. Got essence potion, alcohol, or a rack that's alcoholic and gives us 100 essence. Got a common wand. Wands cast homing projectiles very quickly at enemies up to medium range. However, they have low block efficiency, incurring a moderately high stamina cost when blocking. Alright, so definitely want to stay out of range with it. Grimoires enable a variety of spells to be cast or unlocked in the wizard ability tree. They can only be equipped in your offhand. Let's go ahead, we'll give it a shot, see how it works out. Oh, huh. Hold right mouse button and press 1, 2, 3, or 4 to cast a spell. Casting spells consumes essence. Huh. That's actually kind of an interesting way to do magic. But let's go ahead and do the fire ability. Okay. So that works. Oh, and then I can still use my mace for when enemies get close. That's good to know.
How should we do this? Magic's the flashy choice, I suppose.
I guess we'll just summon bolts. Oh, dang it. Oh, no. I thought I could do the projectiles. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and use entangling roots. And then... Oh, I have to wait for it to cool down. Ooh, okay. I feel like that's a little intense for that guy. A little bit too harsh. We got a little bit of essence back. Can I collect some more? Yeah, I feel like I'm burning through the essence pretty quickly. Like, it's not gonna be sustainable at this pace. Alright, so that's an unblockable attack. Move or dodge to avoid. Luckily, I dodged it. Alright, gotta wait for my stamina to come back. There we go. Oh, dang it. You got more range on that attack than I was expecting. Oh, okay. Oh, dang it. I was out of stamina, so I couldn't dodge. Oh, Garrick does have health. It's in the bottom left. And he is very low on it. There we go. He did good work, but I was able to get the credit at least. Alright, let's see what's going on with these mushrooms over here. It looks like there's not really anything I can actually interact with yet. Just a bit of a weird aura about them.
Maybe nobody knows.
Alright, a bit more of that Adra, or whatever they're called. Alright, I think this is a good point to wrap it up, do my first impressions, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So I've played Avowed for about an hour now, and overall I feel like it's alright. I'm not like super impressed with it. The combat, the way that they use grimoires is actually pretty interesting and a bit different. That's kind of unique about it. The melee combat, it feels okay. It's like it doesn't feel great, and it's not like a big step up from like the Skyrim melee combat. I honestly don't even know if it's like a step up period, and that's a bit disappointing when it's been like a decade since Skyrim came out. But yeah, it feels okay. I feel like the story is like would make it to where it's like, yeah, the combat's fine, but it's forgivable because the story's really engaging. The story feels fine. They use a lot of like terminology and very just stuff that's like complicated and feels like you're gonna have to like dig into an encyclopedia or like a wiki to understand what's going on. Maybe if you've played Pillars of Eternity, this is all like very basic stuff, but as someone who hasn't, it's kind of like I don't understand a lot of like the key terms that they use. I can see that there's like you can press F and see look up the lore of different terms, but that's not exactly how I want to play a game. I know that as if I do that at the beginning, I'll have to do it less often as the game goes on. But I'm not feeling confident that it'd be worth the effort to keep up with and actually follow along with what's happening in the world and the lore of the game so far. So I feel like it's okay if you're like really into this type of game and you want like a new experience rather than like replaying a game similar to this that you've played so many times before. I think it's worth checking out, and I can only really recommend doing that because it's on Game Pass. So you can try it out without spending a lot more money. You can just get them at the Game Pass, or if you already have it, it's like yeah, feel free to download it. I moving forward, I feel like I'll probably play it a little bit more, maybe like 2 or 3 hours, and see if it kind of like clicks with me more. But I definitely don't see myself like finishing the game and getting to the end of it. And that's not necessarily that the game is terrible or like that's not enjoyable to play. Part of it is that there is a lot of competition for other games that are more entertaining and have more worthwhile and memorable storylines. But I definitely don't expect myself to beat this game at I like really ever. I feel like there's so many games coming out that that's not going to slow down. But if you really like Pillars of Eternity and that world that the game takes place in, and you want to play a game that's a little bit similar to Skyrim, I feel like this game might will be a good fit for you. I still feel like it's hard to really sell someone on the combat of it. Like it feels okay, but it's not great. And with the story not being super strong or really engaging to me so far, I feel like it's kind of losing a leg to stand on. But that's my thoughts on it. If you enjoyed the game or you're really liking it so far or you really love Pillars of Eternity and the story so far is interesting to you, then feel free to let me know. Like sound off in the comments, whatever your thoughts are. I definitely would like to hear more perspectives on the game. But that's kind of how I feel about it so far. It's only been an hour, but it's still an hour. But that's gonna wrap it for my impressions of the game so far. I'm planning to continue streaming other games, probably Final Fantasy 16, maybe Monster Hunter Wilds when that comes out at the end of the month. By the way, so if you want to see more of that, feel free to subscribe or comment down below. By the way, thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.